All right, so first question:
Hmm.
PGC or KYS?
PGC or KYS. For me, it's so different because I know so many people that both did a racket charity work with both. Because I did more charity. Dang. I'm gonna say PGC. PGC. PGC from past. Yeah, PGC.
Is there a reason why?
Of course, there's a reason why, man.
Can we have it?
I could probably name more people that I did charity work with at PGC. So from Tati to Poet to Sonny and Joe Claire when they was there, just DJ Heat and them. Yeah, PGC.
Okay. On the same topic, HUR Magic.
HUR Magic. I'm gonna go with HUR because I used to listen to their gospel on Sundays with Jackie Gale's Web after church.
Okay, cool. All right, I probably know the answer to this one, and most of your closest friends probably might know the answer to this one, which is Go Go or DMV Rap.
Go Go DMV Rap. Well, for me, is DMV Rap.
All right, that's an obvious one. Okay, how about Nike boots, Tim's, or New Balances?
Nike boots, Tim's, or New Balances. I gotta go Tim's because that's the only one I ever owned. I never had New Balances or Nike boots.
Hmm. Well, maybe we need to get you to try some other options, and then you can have a better
I guess.
paid in full or Friday.
Paid in full or Friday? Paid in full. I probably seen it more.
That's the only reason we got.
I mean, that's the only reason I need.
It's more Fridays, no?
I mean, I've seen Friday a lot too, but Pay the Full gave me it, like how the older people say back in the day, watching Scarface made them go on get out and hustle. Pay the Full had me on my grind, man. So Pay the Full.
I got you. You more serious guy than comedy, I guess. Okay. And wow, ATL music.
New York or Atlanta music, and speak up louder too. New York.
Hmm. Houston or Chi-Town music.
Houston or Chi
It says
Town.
it says
I
either
know what they say. I
or
wrote it.
LA or LA.
Uh, so I'm gonna say Houston because Scarface. Houston over what was that? Houston over who? Chicago. So Chicago got Kanye, Common. Yeah, I'm gonna go Houston, and then Houston or LA. I'm gonna go Houston still. Houston.
Okay. Okay. Baduism or
Mm.
miseducation.
I hate this question. I hate asking other people this question. Baduism, a play straight through situation on Sunday when you cleaning up and ironing, and then they got the love songs. Miseducation, just a classic album, though. So I'm gonna go Miseducation.
Okay, okay, okay. How about the NBA or the NFL?
I ain't watched the NFL in a decade, so it's the NBA. It'd have been the NBA anyway. I like sports in order of scoring. They score more
Can we
points.
let our listeners know why?
Why I stopped watching the NFL? I
Yes.
stopped watching the NFL because too many of them suckers was getting a slap on the wrist for domestic violence. I don't condone that. Next.
Jordan, LeBron, Kobe.
Jordan over LeBron, Jordan over Kobe. But it would be Jordan, Kobe, LeBron in that order. LeBron would be third because, like, if you was getting a medal, if Jordan's the gold and Kobe's the silver, that means the third is bronze. It's LeBron's spot. It's the bronze. Never mind. Come on, let's go.
So you said Jordan, then Kobe, then LeBron
Yep,
in that order.
yep.
All right. Jay Z or Wayne?
Jay Z.
Really?
Yes, Jay Z.
Okay.
Shout out to the Carter too, though.
For the best rapper alive, Jay Z,
Yep.
Franklin, or Sap?
Kirk Franklin or Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp.
Hmm. Any reasons particularly?
The songs. I mean, maybe because Marvin actually can sing.
Oh, okay. Would you rather have a 500 gift card, $500 gift card, groceries, or gas?
Groceries, because they sky high these days.
Okay. Favorite mixtape versus 50 Cent or Wayne?
The mixtape Wheezy.
Can you name five DMV clothing brands?
5 DMV clothing brands. EPU Apparel. That's my girl Regina with the Never Black Down. We got Malik with All Homage. That's the Eat brand. So this question is a past or present thing too. I'm gonna do one more present. Museum. Shout out to LeGreg and them. Then I'm gonna go old school with like All Days and Shooters.
All Days and
And
Shooters.
Yeah.
Any honorable mentions?
Yeah, man, we had squash all beef, scrapers, uh, uh, Saab, man, I can name clothing brands forever, dog. Madness, like we are one, that's 10. Like I can do clothing brands. Yeah, I'm from here.
Okay. YouTube style. Tiny desks or front porch?
Tiny desk with a front porch. The front porch.
Nice choice. Nice choice. YouTube personality, comedy, A-Pap or Davy Ruffin?
Hey, Papa Davy, I'm gonna go Wavy Davy.
Okay, okay, okay. Five R&B artists from the DMV. Go.
Past the present, 5 DMV artists from here. I got Janae Music. I got Risa Renee. I'm gonna go old school one time and go like Tony Braxton, Marvin Gaye. Then I'm gonna come back and go like Genuine, Raheem Devon, Ari Lennox, Kevin Ross. Like I can do these things. So that's like 7, 8. And that's next question.
Well, this one say street ball, the Watts or down the Farms,
All right.
but is the Farms even like
The
still
Goodman League
doing
still,
stuff
yeah.
over there?
So I'm gonna take the Goodman League over Watts.
They still doing stuff down
Yes,
down the
the
Farms?
Goodman League over Watts.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. It say during the Super Bowl, who killed it more, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson or Prince halftime. I'm gonna go Michael Jackson.
And you want to tell them why you choose Michael?
Because
over
Michael
Prince?
Jackson went from the stage to the scoreboard, back to the stage, had everybody in there hold up a picture, and they put together all these faces of the children, and he did heal the world. The rain was actually purple when Prince performed, though. That was crazy, too. But yeah, Michael Jackson.
Video games: Nintendo, PlayStation,
Okay.
Sega, or Xbox?
All right, so what I was asking was, did people go from Nintendo to PlayStation or Sega to Xbox? Because, you know, if you had a Nintendo, you probably went to PlayStation route. If you had the Sega, you went to Xbox. So I was the Nintendo PlayStation person.
So were you a Nintendo to PlayStation, Nintendo, PlayStation at the same time?
No, I'm just saying the transition was from Nintendo to PlayStation.
Well, didn't they come out like they had them like coming out at the same time at one point?
I don't know, but that was.
But that's how you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was your first Nintendo?
What was it?
Yeah, which one?
The regular Nintendo.
The regular one. You
the
had
duck hunt and all that. Yeah.
Did you have the gun?
Of course I had. Why wouldn't I have the gun? What?
Did you have the?
What?
Did you have the steering wheel and pedal?
No.
Okay.
I didn't come from privilege.
Did you have to blow your cartridges before you put them in?
Pause. Next question.
DMV celebrity Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore has how many heads on it?
Mount Rushmore.
4, right?
Pause, bro.
God.
Faces. Sheesh. DMV celebrity Mount Rushmore. So what I do with this one, I tell people this could be anybody in notoriety. So radio personalities, go-go people, sports, athletes, politicians. So this one can't never be right or wrong for real, but I'm gonna go Big G on my Mount Rushmore. He gotta be. Wale on my Mount Rushmore. See, it's just because it's too many. We got like a rich history here because we got Marion Barry and
We ain't asked you all that. We
We
want to pick
got,
four.
we got,
A top
we
four.
got Sugar Ray Leonard and
Okay. But who's the top
Len
four?
Bias and Katie. Marion Barry.
That's your third.
That's my third. Then we got Martin and Dave Chappelle and all these Tarajis. I feel like I should put a lady on there. I don't want to be sexist, man. I'm gonna go with but I'm not. Mm, did I ain't do an athlete?
Can we
Len
do
Bias.
that? Is that allowed?
Len Bias. I'm going Len Bias.
Okay.
Len Bias, Marion Barry, Wale, and Big G.
That's the order?
Nah, it ain't in order.
What's the
It ain't
order?
in order.
Do you want
I
to do
don't
an
have
order?
an order. I don't have an order.
Okay, no order
I gave you them four.
for left to right.
Let's
No
get it.
top to bottom.
Let's
All
get
right.
it. Pause. Pause.
This
Next
ain't one of
question.
these type of joints,
Next
man. Stop
question,
doing
bro.
all that
Next
to me,
question,
man.
man. Next question.
We on man time.
Next question.
Are you more of a Malcolm X or Martin Luther King guy?
Okay, so that question I asked people, what would other people say you're like? More like Martin or Malcolm? I think other people would say I'm more like Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question.
I see you dressed up. Do I think you're going to church, work, or court?
If I'm dressed up, do you think I'm going to church, work, or court? Definitely church.
Mm-hmm.
For sure it's church.
I guess that depends on which day of the week we see you dressed up on it, huh?
And you see me on a Thursday dressed up, I'm going to Bible study or something because you do not think I'm dressed up going to work. And I ain't got no reason to go to court.
Okay. What's this here? It says Denzel, Jamie. Oh, what's that? X? What's that?
All right. So that question was one guy go.
Okay.
Denzel is Malcolm X, Jamie Foxx is Ray, or Will Smith as Muhammad Ali. The only correct answer could be Will Smith as Muhammad Ali because Jamie Foxx was Ray. And Denzel don't even look like Malcolm X, and they made him look like Malcolm X. So Will Smith gotta go.
Denzel did Malcolm X.
See what I'm saying? Next question.
He did, didn't he?
He did.
So who was the smart guy that Will did? He did a smart guy too, didn't he?
Next question, bro. I don't. We're not on that right now.
Okay. It says here, Coach Carter versus Remember the Titans.
This one of them questions I hate. Coach Carter or Remember the Titans. I like basketball, but I probably can quote Remember the Titans more, so I'm gonna go with Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm. So if I came to the DMV and I never heard a go-go song ever, and I didn't know nothing about go-go, what would you suggest to that person to get them hip to a
Man, I
go-go?
had Twitter in a frenzy over this question. Cause I don't want to jump out there like people were saying songs like "Keeping It Gangster," and I'm just like, that's too much for the first time. Like you got Ease and Men, so a lot of the response was like "Pieces of Me" or "Pretty Girls" or "Sexy Ladies" or something like that. I like "Sexy Ladies." I'm gonna go "Sexy Ladies," but I feel like you still gotta experience it the first time. Like I don't. Just listening to it on the track ain't doing it for real.
That's a good choice. I
I'm gonna
mean,
go
that,
Sexy
that
Ladies,
was that
though.
was a good production there, and they might have even heard that one and didn't know that it was a
Right.
yeah. I guess okay.
All right.
All right, I gave you that one. Something no longer DMV in the DMV bring that they should bring back.
Something we could bring back that's no longer in DMV. I got three things came to mind real quick, and I'm gonna pick from one of these. So I was thinking like the Shrimp Boat, Landover Mall, and like the Cap Center. So I'm gonna say Landover Mall.
The shrimp boat not right there no more. I thought the shrimp boat was still right there, man. You give me some news to me. That's news. I could have swore that was just a rumor.
Christ. Come on, man, keep going.
I could have swore that was just a rumor.
Keep going, man.
Oh man, I must be living under a rock because I could have swore that boat was still down there, man. You broke my heart.
Let's get it.
Give me a celebrity story, one whom you met.
Uh, good celebrity story, because I don't ever want to hear nothing bad. Good celebrity story. I met a couple people, man. Good celebrity story. See, when you got celebrities as friends, like you ain't looking at it the same way. But all right, so I'm out Vegas. With Wale in the studio. It's like the day after he signed Fat Trail, and him and Trail was in there like laying down beats and hooks, trying to get Trail like acclimated to start on Maybach Music and all that. And I'm fresh off a 5 hour flight, get straight to the studio, and it's like an A&R in there from Maybach, and I think he was like work for Atlantic Records or something too. So Wale was telling him, he was like, "Oh man, my folks back home can he lyrical like this." I'm like, "All right, he talking about Phil Day." Then he was like, he could do this." I'm like, "All right, now he talking about Black Cobain." Like everything, every attribute he mentioned, I was trying to picture what artist from back home he was talking about. But whole time, all 10 of them things he named, he was talking about me. And then he was like, "Yeah, so like this my man Mo Betta." And then he walked over and like Ric Flair karate chopped me in the. Wale, stopped watching wrestling so much. Like he Ric Flair karate chopped me in the chest. Like, no, you know what? He didn't do that yet. I'm sorry. Let me go back. So like he cites me in front of the A&R dude, and he gave me a chance to show my ability. So like Trail was in the booth, and I heard something that I thought can make the verse a little bit better, or the hook or whatever. So when Trail came out the booth, I was like, "Hey, try this." Trail thought about it. He went in there, laid it down. He's like, "Yeah, I like that. We can keep that." And then Wale came out, and I want to say he wrote like maybe 7 to 8 lines of a verse, and he was like, "What would you say right here?" So like I gave him a concept or like a half a bar or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, you a genius." And he like Ric Flair karate chopped me in the chest, and I was just like, "Thanks, but like, yeah, don't hit me like that no more though." So yeah, Wale, he had me in rooms, and you know what I'm saying, hyped me up in front of some of them industry peoples, man. So that's my good celebrity story.
Nice. Okay. It should be an easy one. Everybody got their preference.
Hmm.
iPhone or Android.
iPhone.
Easy one there.
Even though I think the Androids do have fire cameras though.
Yeah, we're not gonna take nothing away from the droids, but I guess opinions matter,
iPhone. Hmm.
and iPhone's the victor in most of these arguments. But okay, moving on. Name five DMV politicians
Past or present.
overall.
5 DMV politicians. Trayon White, getting my good man back in that office. Then you got Mary Bowser. I'm gonna go Maryland real quick. Calvin Hawkins. Let me see where we gonna go. Marion Barry, of course. That's 4. Who I want? We had Vincent Gray back in the day, so that's 5. Angela Olsen Brooks, Aisha Brave Boy. I mean, I can keep going, but
Can you name five gospel artists? If you can't, you're a heathen.
of course I can name 5 gospel artists. I mean, we named 2 earlier: Marvin Sapp, Kurt Franklin. You got Fred Hammond, Yolanda Adams, Tamala Mann. That's 5.
Okay, so that's too easy.
It was too easy for
Two
me.
more.
2 more. Let me see. Tasha Cobb, William Beckton. You want more?
One more.
Bishop Paul Morton.
All right, that's
Oh,
it.
I'm about to say we. You know I can do this all day.
All right.
I'm not a heathen.
DMV high schools, 5.
DMV high schools: Suitland, Surrattsville, Forestville, Potomac, Anacostia. Shout out to where I work.
Mm-hmm. Any honorable mentions you want to mention, or you good?
Shout out to Parkdale for putting me out. Shout out to Tarlos for getting me a diploma. There we go.
Okay. Howard Theater or the Fillmore?
I like the Fillmore, but it's more seats at the Howard Theater. Howard Theater got that rich history, but I wasn't really around for it, so I'm gonna go Howard Theater.
The question is, reads TV or radio. But
All right, so what that was is if you got punished and your parent took away everything, but they was gonna leave you with one thing, which you want, the TV or the radio.
mm,
And of course, in this day and age, I would clearly take the TV because you can listen to the music on the TV. But even back then, I probably would have took the TV. I wasn't that. Oh my God, I'm hip hop. Don't take my radio. I want the TV.
okay, okay,
We had
okay.
sitcoms back in my day.
Uh, Ali, Tyson, or Mayweather?
Ali, Tyson, Mayweather in that order.
Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Circuit City versus Best Buy, even though there is no
Circuit City
Circuit
or
City.
Best Buy would have been Circuit City because I used to go in there and get them blank CDs, hit the streets, and make cash.
Circuit City or Radio Shack?
I never really got none out of Radio Shack, so Circuit City.
Yeah, I threw that one in there just to test
Nah,
you out.
I'm good with the freestyle, man. I don't get shook, man.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to see where you was at.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta, yeah, you know they still got one Radio Shack way, way down there, down Route 4 that
Right.
still existing.
Ain't nothing I need from them. Let's get it.
They got some hidden gems in them Radio Shacks. That's all I'ma say. Marvel versus DC Comics.
I'm not a fan of fiction. I don't
Yeah,
have
I
a
was
pick.
about to say I kind of know that you.
I don't have a pick at all.
Oh, so we might have to hit you with
I'm from
something.
Maryland. I ain't from DC, so I'm gonna go Marvel instead of DC. How about that?
Mm-hmm,
I don't know.
No, we might have to hit you with something more so uh, like trading cards or comic books.
Trading cards.
Yeah, see, that's.
I didn't do comics. I stayed in the comic store, but I got basketball cards all day, upper deck.
Don't want to go. Would you rather not go somewhere out the VA side or out the Waldorf side?
Sheesh. Do I want to go out of town or do I want to go to the Commonwealth? I don't want to go to Virginia. I don't. I never want to go to Virginia. I'll just get a
Now,
stamp.
do you have anything against going out the Waldorf side?
Nah, I get a stamp on my passport. We can go to fly out the Waldorf.
The Caprice box or the bubble?
I liked the Caprice bubbles.
The bubbles. Crown Vic or Monty? What's the
I don't know. I'll take the Vic.
The Mercury joint.
I'll take the Vic though.
The Vic joint. Oh, was the Impala?
I'll take the Crown Vic still.
Oh, okay. All right. It says best rapper actor.
Best rapper turned actor. I'd be wanting to say 50 Cent because he don't really take a rack of roles that don't require he get to be himself most of the time, like on Power. We got Queen Latifah and Common do a lot. Ice-T really kind of get to play. Well, he not himself, but I'm gonna just go over. I'm gonna say I like Ice Cube, LL Cool J. This one of them questions, man. I'm gonna go. I mean, look, Ice-T was on the show for 20 years, but he ain't the answer, man. I feel like I'm overlooking somebody, but I'm gonna just say for now, I'm gonna say 50, man. I like his acting because he just get to be himself, I guess.
Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna go Queen Latifah because I legit be forgetting she a rapper watching that. So the honest answer to this question, honestly though, this is the thing. We're talking about somebody that was great at rapping and great at acting. So you got people like Mark Wahlberg, who's a great actor, but he wasn't that good of a rapper. So honestly, the answer is probably Will Smith for real, because he had some hit records and he up there with Denzel as far as acting. So you know what? I just talked myself into the answer. The answer Will Smith.
Now I have to challenge that answer because I mean, Who did you say at first? You
I
said
said Queen Latifah, but I'm going Will
no, no,
Smith.
no. Who you?
50.
Exactly, because if you, I'm challenging the answer because if you say, as far as 50 now, he had great run in the rap game
Correct. He had a
versus
longer run with that.
and with his power and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
think
but I think Will's clearly a better actor. But Will Smith also won a Grammy for rap. Summertime is
mm,
countless. Hey, when you sit your ass in the hot seat, you
that
give your
might be
opinion. Let's
just
get to it.
that's what I said. That might just be your opinion there.
I mean, everything's my opinion. It's
Yeah.
Will Smith. Let's go.
Okay, you might. I think you just might like. You might be leaning more towards the guy's character than his content. I
Let's
would.
get it.
I'm just giving. I might
You
just be
said I was
saying.
more like Martin Luther King, so the content of the character that kind of goes together. Let's get it. Next question.
This one here is giving you the example, so you can't use this one. But one word you would know they from the DMV. Example is Bama, so
Of
don't use
course,
that one.
I can't use Bama then. One word I could say, and I'm from the DMV. See, this is the thing. Like, if you don't go out of town a lot, you would think some slang you using here is only for here, and it originated somewhere else. But I mean, I feel like I could just say go go, and people will know.
Mm, is that one word? Like go go?
It's
I guess.
hyphenated.
I guess. Give me another one.
I'm,
'Cause that was too.
I'm just not sure that any other word I use didn't start somewhere else.
Pick your brain a little bit. Because go go is just, that's
Mhm.
not really, that's like a genre of music.
I mean, for me, it would have just been Bama. I know that's the example that was written there, but Bama is it. I can't think of nothing else.
So you know, so basically what you're saying is that
I can
you're
no,
not hip.
I can think of other words, but I'm like, if you
Well,
say
let's
certain
hear
stuff,
them. Let's hear
no, because
something.
I just feel like today's slang. I don't feel like it originated here. I just don't.
All right, Mo.
Things like Mo, I'm not even sure that started here. I got what you was trying to do, and it came to my mind too, like with the kill and no cap and all that. I just don't know that it originated here. I don't.
I don't think Cap. Nah, I don't think that.
That's why I'm saying.
No.
So, Bama is really the word.
Joe, I heard was some
Way
other
back
place.
when, before they changed the Mo, yeah.
Yeah, but I heard that didn't originate here either.
Well, we ain't here to debate that. Let's get it. Next question.
Hmm So, best dad, like Uncle Phil, Carlos, James Evans, Bill Cosby. Your best
So I
TV
was saying
dad.
Carl Winslow. So best TV dad. No, all right. So you know what that
My
question
wife
was?
and
That question
kids.
wasn't the best TV dad. That question was which dad was more like your dad.
Oh, okay.
So I would say my dad was more like James Evans out of the yeah.
Oh, okay. So I guess the next one would be your mother. Who was she more like?
So give me the options.
Like Aunt Viv, Harriet Winslow, Florida Evans, Claire Huxtable.
My mother was like the first Aunt Viv, the dark skinned Aunt Viv, the school teacher Aunt Viv, the Black Power Aunt. Yeah, my mother was the first Aunt Viv.
Okay. Now this question here is a give up one question.
Okay.
Uh, one of your IG friends.
So it wasn't a give up one. It was would I rather be on? Would I rather give up Instagram where my friends are, or give up Facebook where my family is?
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't know. My family be blocking me and unfriending me, so I might as well give up Facebook. I keep the IG then. At least I can fundraise with my friends, do my charity.
You said you would rather give up your
I'm gonna
Facebook.
drop the Facebook. Yep.
Now, do you have any other social media platforms that you have?
Twitter.
You got Twitter, no Snap, no TikTok. So if you had to give up your
I keep IG. Give up Twitter.
IG versus Twitter, which one?
I give up Twitter.
Over,
Elon Musk done
so
messed
you
it up anyway.
so you keeping your IG over the three.
Yep.
All right, IG wins. Levi's, the food place that we eat from, or Henry's?
Henry's. I never liked Levi's.
But you had it though.
I've had it.
Okay. All right. Well, Ben's Chili Bowl or Ooze and Oz. If
I've never eaten a bench chili bowl a day in my life, so oohs and ahs, they got soul food.
All right, for the people who may not know what Ooze and Oz is, what is
Soul
it?
food place on U Street.
Okay, just to clarify that. Little Kim or Foxy Brown,
Foxy Brown,
Tupac or Biggie,
Tupac,
Tupac and Bone or Bone and Biggie.
Bone and Biggie.
So, we all familiar with the verses that
Mhm,
they have been doing.
mhm.
Shout out to them. Which two would you like to see put together that hasn't been done yet?
Jay-Z and I guess it would have had to been Drake, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So Jay-Z and Drake.
Two names that we probably are too cocky to even
Mm-hmm.
get on the verses. It'll be a hard press.
Mm-hmm.
Home cooked meal or Cheesecake Factory.
$200 date me, shawty. Take me out, show me a good time. Yeah, wife, take me out, and no, I'm not just putting out. Nah, I want the home cooked meal all day. Home cooked meal all day.
Even over that Carolina kitchen.
I want the home cooked meal.
You see how you had to pause right there and think
I mean,
about
Carolina
that.
kitchen. Hey, look, my mother from South Carolina. I feel a way about kitchens from Carolina, but yeah, home cooked meal. I'm taking
Okay,
home cooked meal.
since you a home cooked meal guy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw this in there.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving home cooked meal day or Christmas home cooked meal.
Thanksgiving, because I'm gonna eat ham regardless.
Okay.
I dines on the swine.
All right, I'm gonna dig into this now. Since you said
Pause.
Thanksgiving, hold on. Now let's get inside Mo's head for a second. Now, what is your most favorite Thanksgiving item?
Mac and cheese.
The mac and cheese.
Of course.
Whose mac and cheese?
Come on now.
Let's let the world know.
I mean, unless like most people, if you mess up mac and cheese, man, you ain't got no business
Whose
cooking.
mac and cheese?
It matter where we at. This is whatever.
Do you normally hit more than one house on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
So whose mac and cheese?
I don't know.
No, you don't. Want to put it on
I mean,
blast
no,
today.
no.
Okay.
I'm not. I can't because like if we go somewhere, like we might take the dish, so we might be at somebody else's house, but my wife made the mac and cheese.
All right, so he's trying to stay neutral today. He don't.
Nah, because I can answer the question. I prefer my grandmother's mac and cheese over everybody's, but she don't cook no more.
All right, okay.
The irony is my grandmother prefers my wife's over hers. So.
All right, so let's see. I'm just trying to read, make sure I get this right here. Okay. All right. $500 or dinner with me.
So that was just me messing with my friends, because you know how they were saying with Jay-Z, would you take $200,000 or dinner with Jay-Z? Because Jay-Z's going to give you the life tools and lessons in life to make you turn that into $1 trillion. Then Jay-Z's people posted from like Rock Nation or Tidal, take the money. Like, if Jay-Z's going to tell you how to get to the money, but you're being offered the money, why not just take the money? So I just was messing with my friends. Like, is it $500 or dinner with me? But is it hang out with you, cuz, or $500? Give me the $500, cuz I can then buy us dinner. Like, that ain't, yeah, I'm taking the money all day. Like, make it
I
make
think
sense.
just because these people probably don't know our relationship. He probably giving y'all that answer because we hang out so much any daggone way.
I mean, but I'm going to take the money regardless. Like,
so that's something that
I'm going to spend some with you.
We
like,
already do anyway. So
yeah, I'm gonna break it down with whoever. So yeah, I'm gonna take the money.
All right. So Cat or Kevin?
Cat Williams, Kevin Hart. Cat Williams is funnier, for sure. Cat Williams. If we talking comedy, yeah, Cat Williams.
All right. So you think he's funnier? You think he's a better person too?
He talk about giving back a lot and opening studios and all that. Yeah, I ain't no beef with Cat.
You may not, but then we know that they be sometimes
I
ruffling
mean,
feathers.
I'm going by the comedy, man. That's all I know. So Cat Williams.
Okay. What is this? What is this saying here? What is this black HM? So what is the
Yeah,
how
I
did?
don't know. That you can keep going. Next
Okay, all
question.
right, all right, all right. I don't know. What is this? All this? Some of these questions, I heard you ask these people, but that he's talking about bringing back Parasucos or
That was
Reeboks.
for the girls, clearly. But
Right.
from a guy's
Okay.
perspective, bringing back Reebok Princesses or Parasucos, guys want to look. So, and them princess, especially the white ones, they got dirty, and I hated how they got wrinkled all up in the front. So I'd rather bring back the jeans. I don't want to see them
All
shoes.
right, so you ain't no girl, man. So
Nah,
let's
but I mean,
freestyle
guys get to
something.
look
Hold
at
on.
stuff.
Let's freestyle this one time, cause you talking about bringing stuff back though. All right, so let me see if I can throw one out there
No,
from a
I'm listening.
male's perspective though, man, cause I can think back, man, on some things, and I got a little age on me. You know what I'm saying? What was back then? What we used to wear, man. We used to if you had to bring back something, right?
Hmm.
hmm Would you bring back? Would you bring back the baggy tees, right?
Hmm.
Or what else was we doing back then with the styles and stuff? Hold on. Would you bring? Let's see. Would you bring back fitteds or the baggy tees? Which one would you bring? If you had to pick one?
When you ever seen me wear a hat?
Okay, so you're not a hat guy. I think I might have seen you maybe one time with the first of the blue moon,
Man, I get
maybe.
headaches, bro. I don't be wanting no hat on.
Oh, okay. Mo, do you even wear? Do you ever own an umbrella,
Yeah, I don't know, bro. What the hell
or
is
do
that?
you just go outside and put your hood on,
Man, what's
type
the
of guy?
next question on the list, man?
Cause you definitely don't like that.
What's the next
This
damn
guy is a
question,
weird
bro?
guy. Okay, let's get back to this.
This segment ain't even
Let's
supposed to
get
be
back to
this
the
long.
Black Planet on MySpace.
Black Planet on MySpace. I did music.
hmm Did you have a Black Planet ever though?
Did for like a couple weeks, probably towards the end before it
Did you
faded
have
out.
a Tumblr?
No,
No Tumblr.
had no need for a Tumblr.
What was that app like within MySpace? Dizzer or something?
I didn't have none of that.
You didn't have that? I think they still exist too. You can if you had one of them, man, you can go back and find some songs from back in the
Man,
day,
I
man.
don't need all these social media joints,
Hidden
man.
gems, man. I'm getting I'm giving you $100 million worth of game right now, man. So he got game, a white man can't jump.
White men can't jump.
Mm-mm. What was that joint called with the goat? Was it the goat?
Rebound.
Oh, okay.
Rebound with Earl Man and Goat. Rebound.
Earl Man the goat. Or what was the one with Denzel? He got game.
He got game.
Okay. All right. Tara Banks or Naomi Campbell?
Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell walk. Jet Avenue Essence.
Jet, because they had the music list joint on the back, the beauty of the week. Yeah, Jet.
In Vogue SWV or Total?
In Vogue, SWV or Total? SWV.
Mm-mm. Destiny Child or TLC?
TLC.
Raheem or Genuine?
Raheem Devon.
Tamala Man, Take Me to the King or Tasha Cobb, Break Every Chain?
Break Every Chain, Tasha Cobb.
Out of the king of comedies, which one? Let's name them and then you gotta delete one.
Mm-hmm.
First name them.
Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bye Bye DL Hughley.
Why is that? Oh, is that what the one most people name too?
Ironically, it's not. Some people say Steve Harvey. Some
So
people
you've been
say
doing
Cedric
this
the
hot
Entertainer.
seats for a while. So you up the top of your head, who you think people name the most out of them?
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, okay.
I know the one that ain't going nowhere is Bernie Mac.
Now it's ironic you said Steve Harvey And out of them that I know that's been interviewed, and out of them now, all of them went and did their own little show, but
Mm-hmm.
he the only one that kind of went segued into the TV hosting thing, the
Mm-hmm.
game show hosting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's crazy that there's another irony too that you know he chose another lane in life as far as his career path.
Out of the TV shows, I probably prefer the Steve Harvey show. I've watched more episodes of Steve Harvey show than I have the Bernie Mac show or the Hughleys
But
and all that.
wasn't the Steve Harvey show prior to the Kings of Comedy though?
I don't know, but it also had two of the Kings of Comedy because Sid's on that too, so maybe that's why.
Okay,
Where
okay.
we at?
All right, we getting towards the end of these questions, man. Let's see. We gonna do All right. How does this question word? This is a big wedding, elope, or justice of
All
peace.
right,
How does it?
wedding, big wedding, elope, or justice of the peace. So I gotta say justice of the peace because that's what we did. We just did it big for the reception. So justice of the peace was cool.
Oh, it's the question is asking whether you choose a big wedding or just going to the justice of peace. Is that what we
Yeah,
asking?
or would you just elope? Don't invite
Mm-hmm.
nobody. Just go to Vegas and get it over. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.